So another week and another set of daily races. This one's daily race A here in Tokyo. We're driving in Group 4 cars, but they're standardised Group 4, so we only get the base ones. Base liveries, base everything when it comes to this. I am driving in the Peugeot RCZ, the reason being not because of any other reason other than the fact that my dad's wife actually has one, so it's a car that I'm familiar with in life. And my pink gloves there in the car, so I spend a lot of time around this car, and I thought it was apt to race here. So this is Tokyo for 3 laps here of the Tokyo street circuit, which I love this track, purely because I can see Formula E cars racing on this track. I adore it. I think it's great. Not many heavy braking zones, quite a fun little twiddly circuit. And this one, yeah, I'm looking forward to having a bit of fun. So that's the warm-up done. No major dramas apart from a scuff on the wall, thus being followed by another RCZ. I have qualified in 2nd place out of 10 here at Tokyo for 3 laps, just behind Kent and ahead of the Russian. So this should only be entertaining, as I don't remember what number I'm driving in this one. So we line up now. This is where it gets more fun. These are all front-wheel drive cars. At least the RCZ is a front-wheel drive car. So yes, me playing with the throttle just a little bit there. Indicators on as always. Like rev the engine and have some fun to make the engine sounds. So 3, 2, 1, and we're racing. Well, racing is an optimal sentence because it is a lot of wheel spin. So try and get the power down and let the car react as I pass the VW, passing the Volkswagen up into the lead because the Peugeot is faster at the start of the race. But it's a long run up to turn 1 here in Tokyo, and looking behind me trying to work out where they are. I know their power is going to heat up soon, and they're going to try and get past me as quickly as they can. Look there, the Russian is starting to catch up. Look at Kent, started on pole, already down to 5th. What a horrendous start for the VW. As I brake now into turn 1, I take it very easily, and I get swamped by lots of drivers there because I took it too easily. The Renault now ahead of me, as I try and get the Peugeot's power down. But if I'm my way through, it isn't happening so far. So the Portuguese number 10 in front of me as I'm looking to get past him. This is normally flat here, but I lifted just a little bit because of the slipstream of the Renault in front. I don't want to get it all wrong. The flash of look behind me as I look for where the Russian is, to see the distance. The Renault gets a little bit wrong, very wrong now. Heading line, it's sort of a single line here through sector 2. You want to get the line as perfect as possible. You see we skim and touch just a little bit as we head down to towards sector 3. Braking here, well, it's a little lift here. You want to get right, and then braking a lot more here around the 50 metre course and into the 3rd sector momentarily. There it is. So braking hard, another heavy braking zone, heading towards one of the best points of this track, which is the hairpin, and I still haven't got this right a few times. So heading up, and me punishing the tyres as I head towards the line. I head towards the hairpin, sorry, and into sector 4. I go a very defensive edge, try and stop the VW from going down here. So braking at the 100 metre board, a little bit squiffy on the brakes there. The car did not like it, and there the VW's gone wide, and I've managed to get it turned back in. And I spin the wheels. Well, I hold it in 2nd gear because of the front wheel drive, really punishing the car. Now heading down onto lap 2 here in Tokyo. I love this track. This is actually one of my favourite tracks to drive. This and the other layout where there's a longer downhill section to like a subway station. I love that. So lap 1 completed. 2 minutes 24 was my lap time, as I'm running now full power, 158, 162 mile an hour. If I get it right, and look, the VW in slipstream is faster than me. Apparently we touched a little bit there, but I think I just moved a little bit aggressively and he hit me. Now you see he's gone for the outside line on the track. I decided to stay within track limits. I'm braking hard. The number 4 does get through though, and I can't fight him because I power up and someone hits me, and I hit the wall, and I get a penalty for that. I don't believe though I should have got a penalty for that. But hey ho, it happened. Everyone knows that GT Sports penalty system is shit, so there's nothing we can do about that. As we're heading now into sector 2, I'm following on, and I will have to serve my slow down penalty in the penalty zone soon. And that's really put a detriment on my race here, with it only being 3 laps. Again, the VW doesn't like it through that section, but he's managed to keep the lead as the motor car, as I'm running right up behind him, and the Peugeot does not enjoy being in traffic, trying to get through any sense of the word. And the Russian, the PVL driver, is in front. I've got a Crazy Racer behind me, who I believe is in another Peugeot. Do I look behind me at some point? As my cat walks past me? There's the thing, I've got my hazards on saying I will be slowing down. They can see it on the big alerts as well, but I always put my hazards on just in case people aren't looking at the alerts. So I lifted off behind the VW. I've got so much more speed than him in this sector that I had to slow down due to it. But the irony is, oh no, Crazy Racer is in a Renault. But the thing is, if I go through the thing, I can still get the braking point a little bit easier now on the slower speed coming into the hairpin. Now hitting both apexes, the power out, but I have to lift off a lot more because of the wake from the VW in front. Still purple, but that's just down to the fact it's my time. So dropped from 1st to 5th in a matter, well, 2nd to 5th in a matter of moments. The pole sitter Kent is in front of me, and now I'm going to do my best to get past him. I know I'm looking at Kent, and in a straight line, look at that, 60, 161, 162. Do I hit 163? No, because I pull out. I just pull back into the slipstream, try and get that little bit more tow from the number 5 car. The Zurich sponsored VW is going to have to slip behind the Peugeot. The RCZ is going to stay in front to run into the braking zone. And at this point, resigning myself, it's the last lap, I'm probably not going to catch him with a 2.5 second gap. Braking hard to try and stay ahead of Kent here into the next sector. And I'm looking 2 Renaults and a VW. That was a perfect line through there to try and get it absolutely millimetre perfect. It's just fingertips through here. You don't want to mess up. So into sector 2, where it's one line, or off the line you lose grip and lose time. And that's what happened to Crazy Racer. I've gone very much offline there as I brake here, and there is the top 3 all with penalties. I brake hard to try and not get a penalty to hit Crazy Racer. He hits me a few times there. I'm not sure what happened there at all, but I do manage to dart out there. I lose SR, but I use SR like an absolute mother half the time. But I know that these guys all have penalties, so I know I'm within a chance now of winning the race. I'm just going to keep it clean. And I'm drifting out wide. I'm lifting off a lot more to try hard and not hit the wall. And in the RCZ, what can I do? I'm going to try. I'm taking it pretty easy here, but there's someone on the inside. This Crazy Racer, the number 8 car, is going to stay in front with 15-second worth of penalties. And I make contact with Kent. And Kent is through now, so I'll drop back to 5th. Is this time for the lead to go from me? Am I going to lose this race? So I know these guys are going to all lose it on penalties. I'm braking now, trying to match a braking point and beat Kent. I'm braking hard. I've stopped the car completely in 2nd gear, fumbling with the brake. Kent hits my rear end. I'm going wide. I'm not going to power out, but I know for a fact I have the power in the Peugeot. The VW is going to try and use the slipstream to get me. And now it's just a race to the line. It's not as close in the LMP race that I raced to the line. Make sure you've watched that video. But here we go, about to cross the line, and finally I'm going to win a race in GT Sport, just on the daily races. I'm happy as Larry. It was gifted to me, but crikey, that was a good race. That Peugeot RCZ drives really well. Like, I don't think I've found a car that I've enjoyed driving more than that car on this track. It really is fun. Well, I did like the LMPs at Fuji, but that's a week ago now. But nonetheless, and there you see Kent. So we swapped positions. I started in 2nd, he started in 1st, and I finished in 1st, and he finished in 2nd. Daily racing is all about surviving. So nonetheless, as always, I hope you keep an eye on the channel as you see me lifting the trophy here in Daily Race A. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time for another GT Sport Daily Race video. Have some fun, guys. I'll see you later. Ta-ra!